Christmas in October. This is so exciting. We are the Hallmarkies podcast, and we are here to talk about the Hallmark Channel Christmas movies that are coming out this year. This is as currently listed on their material on their site, and things can change, but we're going to give the preview as it is. It's currently slated, and we're really excited for this Christmas season. And I'm film critic Rachel Wagner, and Caroline is here.
Hey, y'all.
And Anne is here.
Hey, everybody.
Yes. So are you ready? Are you ready for Christmas in October?
Yes.
Yes.
In unison.
This year, we need Christmas in October.
Yeah.
So,
if you have never listened to one of our preview shows before, you might understand. So I'll go over our little ranking system that we do. So this is just our guesses of what we think we will like. We could be, and we often are, completely wrong. So really, this is all just silliness and just for fun. So don't take it too seriously. But we have a preview ranking of how excited we are for the film. We have a bottom is coal. That means we're not interested. It doesn't look good at all. And then we have a sock, which is like, we're not that interested, but maybe it might end up surprising us. And then we have an orange, which is, we're pretty interested, but not like top tier, top level. And then the biggest prize, the biggest thing you could get in your stocking this Christmas is a diamond ring. And that's our top hype. And the diamond rings can end up being coals in reality, and the coals can end up being diamond rings. We've seen it before. Mm-hmm. So again, don't take this so seriously. It's just all in fun. But you ready to give out some diamond rings?
Yes.
All right. This is going to be good. Okay, so let's dive in and start. And please put in the comments section your rankings, where you would put these different films. And we'd love to hear your thoughts, or on Twitter, tweet with us your rankings. That would be really fun. So, all right. First, the very first movie we have coming up on the 24th of October, it is Jingle Bell Bride. And this stars Julie Gonzalo, who was, of course, in Flip That Romance, The Sweetest Heart, as well as other Hallmark films, and stars Ronnie Rowe and Donna Benedicto, who we love so much. She is in this film. This is directed by Alan Harmon, who did You're Baking Me Crazy this year already. He did Holiday Hearts, Road to Christmas. He's done a bunch. And writer Marcy Holland, who we love, who's been on our show. She did Picture Perfect Mysteries, the Matchmaker Mysteries, the both of the Time for Me to Whatever movies. She did both of those, and Very, Very Valentine, which is so good. Yeah.
Yes.
So here's the summary. A wedding planner ends up in a remote Alaskan town and falls in love with its Christmas pageantry, as well as the local man helping her find a rare flower. So it's a pretty simple summary. What are your thoughts on this one, Caroline?
Based on just the summary, I would have given it like a sock, but because I know who the actors are, like I'm like really excited about it. So orange all the way.
Do you agree? Evidently, the rare flowers for a celebrity client, according to the Entertainment Weekly, it says, a celebrity client is charmed by the small town during Christmas. So do you agree with Caroline, Anne, on this one?
I actually have it higher, but that's just because the diversity, at Christmas, we've never had an interracial couple. And so that's, for me, really exciting since I'm an interracial family. So I'm saying big diamond ring for me. I like Julian Gonzalo. I love Donna. The promo was really cute that they had on the Entertainment Weekly. I really like that. And the writer's good. So I'm like, I need this to be like home run, knock it out of the park, diamond ring. So that's
yeah.
What I'm with.
And the guy, I'm not that familiar with Ronnie Rowe, but he looks cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm on board. It looks good to me. Yeah, I don't know. I feel pretty positive. I feel like this is a pretty strong start. I'm hopeful compared to last year's very weird start with a Merry Christmas match. And so do I want to start with the diamond ring? I'm going to say this is an orange with diamond dust on it. It's a high level orange. This is like Harry and David orange. We're going here. Because I really hope it's good I like Julie. I love Marcy. Alan Harmon's done really good stuff. So it's got all the pieces. And I tend to like these Alaska movies when they do Alaska. And I mean, I like not Wrapped Up in Christmas. Is that what it's called?
Christmas Under Wraps.
Christmas Under Wraps. Yeah, I like that one. And I feel like there's others in Alaska I've liked. I liked that one with Ashley Williams.
Yeah, with the Alaska.
Yeah, that was good. So it's a good sign for that one for Jingle Bell Bride.
And I swear in the first what do you call it? Summary they had, I swear it said he was a widower and he was a botanist, which makes sense why he knows about that. But I was we like our hot widowers. So
yeah, we do.
Yes, we do.
They seem to leave it out of this one, but I swear the first one said he was a widower. So
yeah, and we should say just how incredible it is that that we, as you said, Caroline, that we didn't even have any Christmas movies at all. But the fact they pulled this slate in the year of COVID with all the restrictions and delays, everything, it's just phenomenal. And as we get sort of later on in this preview, there's going to be ones we don't know very much about because they're literally either not filming yet or in the process of filming. Yeah. So, but it is incredible. I mean, I doubted it when I first heard the announcement. I was very skeptical that they could pull it off, but there we go. I mean, the magic of Christmas. I think it's incredible.
We all need the magic of Christmas.
Yeah. So the next one is called Chateau Christmas, and this is Merritt Patterson, who was in Forever in My Heart, Picture Perfect Christmas, and Luke McFarlane, who was in Sense and Sensibility and Snowman last year, Shoe Addict's Christmas. He's been in a ton. This on the 25th. And this is directed by Michael Robison, who he's done a bunch of stuff for Hallmark with Christmas at Dollywood, Darrow and Darrow movies, Shoe Addict's Christmas. And the writer is Nicole Baxter, who did A Christmas Love Story, Christmas at Graceland 2, Christmas Bells Are Ringing, which I think is pretty underrated. I really liked that one a lot. And then also S.W. Sessions, who did Just My Type this year, which I think most of us liked. So pretty good pedigree. So Margot, a world-renowned pianist, returns to Chateau Nuages to spend the holidays with her family and rediscover her passion for music. While there, her ex-boyfriend and former bandmate Jackson convinces her to headline the annual Christmas pageant. And so what do you think about this one? What do you think, Anne?
I'll just tell you, ladies, I am not have a musical bone in my body. So I'm not really into music stuff. Like I like singing, but like as far as instrument stuff, I guess I just can't relate because like I can't even play a recorder. So I'm just not really into it. So I would say, I mean, I like Merritt and Luke, but the story's like, for me. So orange socks. So kind of between orange socks. So yeah.
You have like orange colored socks.
Yeah.
There seemed to be a theme this year, though, that a lot of musical instruments kinds of things. Some of them are in Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, but there's a bunch. What do you think, Caroline?
I'm excited about this. I love Luke and I love Merritt, but I just don't know like how they're gonna like do together, their chemistry wise. But I'm gonna give it like Christmas fuzzy socks. They're like really like I love Christmas socks. So
there's a 10 years age gap in between Merritt and Luke, which I think could be I don't know. Interesting. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm kind of wondering about their chemistry. I mean, I think Luke McFarlane has chemistry with almost anybody he's put with. But we'll see. I did not love his Valentine's movie, and I thought
Yeah.
for sure he would have good chemistry with Bethany Joy, but at
Yeah.
least I didn't feel it. So that
Yeah.
was the first time that it didn't work for me with Luke McFarlane. But I actually love music, so that's an appealing trait for me about the story. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm going to give this an orange. I think it looks pretty decent. And so we'll see how it goes. All right, well, let's move on to week number 2. Okay, so we have One Royal Holiday, and this is pretty exciting. It has an incredible cast, and a lot of it is from Broadway.
Mhm.
They have Laura Osnes, who, of course, did A Homecoming for the Holidays and In the Key of Love. And then they have Aaron Tveit, who's a Broadway guy, Victoria Clark, who is an incredible Tony Award-winning Broadway singer. I saw her in The Light in the Piazza, which she won a Tony for back in 2006.
Mhm.
And that was really incredible. And I'm just so excited because Broadway's been closed down. And so the fact that Hallmark was able to give all of these actors something to do, some work, it makes me really happy.
Mhm.
That happened. Crystal Joy Brown, she was in Hamilton. Bradley Rose, Tom McGowan, incredible Broadway cast. I mean, I just wish it was a full-on out musical.
Me too. Yeah.
That'd be my only. That would be amazing. But they are going to have some music. Like I said, music is kind of a theme this season, and this is director Dustin Reichert and writer Julie Sherman-Wolf, who we love, who did Wedding Every Weekend, Finding Santa, The Christmas Club. She's great. And the summary for this one is when Anna offers a stranded mother and son shelter in a blizzard, she learns that they are the royal family of Galwick. Anna shows the prince how they do Christmas in her hometown, encouraging him to open his heart and be true to himself. And in the promotionals, there's a recording of Laura and Aaron singing Winter Wonderland.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to hearing that. And so I think there is going to be some music in this movie. And so what do you think, Caroline?
I'm really excited about this. I love Broadway, and so I'm going to give this a diamond ring. Like, I'm really excited. I love Julie, and I'm just really excited.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's like a royal story, but I think it's going to be a little bit more like a little bit more subtle kind of royal story.
And I like stranded, like, travelers, like those are always my favorite. So
what do you think, Anne?
I'm really, really excited for this one. I really like Laura Osnes. I think she is just the perfect Hallmark fit, and she just lights up the screen. I actually watched Aaron Tveit on a show, and I had no idea that he sang or he was on Broadway. I mean, this is like 6 years ago, this show I watched. So yeah, I didn't know that. So that's amazing. And I'm saying diamond ring. I mean, you got Laura Osnes, Aaron. I mean, like you said, this whole cast plus, the prince, royal aspect in their snow, learning new traditions. I mean, it's just like everything I want in a Christmas movie. It sounds like we've got. So
yeah, it's going to be an amazing Halloween because they have this plus Nikki DeLoach's movie on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. So it's like. It's going to be my favorite Halloween ever. And so, yeah, I agree. I'm going diamond ring on this one. I'm really hopeful that it'll be fun. And so, yay, let's hope it'll be great. Okay, so then we have On the 12th Date of Christmas. This stars Tyler Hines, who's, of course, in Mistletoe Secret, Falling for You, Winter in Vale, so many. But a newcomer, Mallory Jansen and Claire Filippo. This is directed by Gary Yates, who has done tons of stuff. Our Christmas Love Song, Merry and Bright, and both of the One Winter movies, which we love. And the writers, it's Christine Conrad, who did Pearl and Paradise, and Jamie Pacino, who did Christmas Under the Stars and A Bramble House Christmas. So pretty good there. And this will be on the 1st. And the summary is that two seemingly incompatible game designers team up to create a romantic citywide scavenger hunt themed for the 12 days of Christmas. So what do you think, Anne, of this one?
Okay, so let me just go ahead and clarify this. So for me, it's like it's a bit this a line graph. Everything starts really high and it's like it kind of declines. Then Thanksgiving weekend hits and then it kind of goes. So it's gonna sound like I'm really high on a lot of stuff at the beginning. So I promise it's not. It just they put all the good stuff for me at the beginning.
Yeah.
So for this movie, I really like Tyler Hynes. He snuck up on me how much I like him, but he's so great. I like Mallory. I watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's amazing.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, she was on there and she was actually kind of evil. So this will be nice.
Ooh.
A change of acting for her. But I like the storyline too. It sounds cute. Game designers theme of the 12 Days of Christmas scavenger hunt. It sounds cute. So I'm saying diamond ring. All the diamond rings. I got all.
Yeah. So I liked Christmas Scavenger Hunt last year, but it wasn't really a very good scavenger hunt. Like I liked it almost in spite of itself.
Mhm.
And this seems like even it'll actually do this, like the scavenger hunt part of it right.
Mhm.
Is my hope, if they're supposedly game designers, and that it'll be clever. And I think I kind of liked Christmas Scavenger Hunt more in kind of a campy way because it was kind of terrible, but I enjoyed it, and I had so much fun covering it with Dory and and Mel on the podcast, so that helped too. And having John Welch on is one of my favorite interviews I've ever done. And anyway, so I feel like this will be doing that whole thing right, even though I enjoyed that.
Mhm.
So I'm with you. I'm the queen. I'm just proposing all over the place because I agree. I think this is a diamond ring. What about you, Caroline?
I'm excited about the gaming aspect.
It's
It's
new.
new,
Yeah,
and I'm excited. I love Tyler, so I'm gonna give it the diamond ring too.
Nice. Yes, very good. Okay. So then we're in week 3, and it's a Never Kiss a Man in a Christmas Sweater. And this stars Ashley Williams, of course, October Kiss, Northern Lights of Christmas, and Niall Mater, who is in the Finding Father movies, Christmas Pen Pals, which is the best.
Mhm.
And this is on November 7th, and it is directed by Alan Harmon, who we've already talked about, is amazing. It did You're Baking Me Crazy, Holiday Hearts, Road to Christmas. And it is based on a book by Debbie Johnson, which is actually a British book. It's Never Kiss a Man in a Christmas Jumper. And I'm going to be reading it. I got it. If I have time, I'm going to try. But it is adapted by Nina Weinman, who we all worship and adore. So we love Nina. So the plot is single mom Maggie is facing Christmas alone until Lucas crashes into her life and becomes an unexpected house guest. Together, they overcome Christmas while finding comfort in their growing bond. So, Anne, what do you think about this one?
I love the title.
Mm-hmm.
The description is kind of vague, like unexpected how, over Christmas, finding a comfort. I don't know. It's just kind of vague, but it's like unexpected house guests can be fun. And I like these two. These two are great. So I would say a nice big orange.
Yeah, on Entertainment Weekly, they do these, they say contains, that's like the
Oh, yeah.
tropes in the movie, and they say single mom and unruly visitor. What does that mean?
Not going to get along at first, so I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess not. Now Mater's evidently crashes into her life.
Crashes.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of a weird summary. What do you think, Caroline?
I love Ashley. I love Niall. I love Nina. Like, it's just everything in one movie. And I'm excited about her being a single mom, Ashley being a single mom,
Yeah.
and like the unruly house guest. So, like, love it. I'm going to give it a Tiffany cut, like Tiffany diamond ring. Like,
Ooh.
I'm excited. Like,
Yeah.
This is like
yes,
select the ring from all the available at the
yeah,
store for you. That's
yes,
exciting.
yes,
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty pumped about this. I feel like that Niall Mater will be really funny as this their ne'er-do-well who crashes into her life. And Ashley brings the funny. I mean, it's nice to see her out of Hallmark Movies and Mysteries.
yeah,
Last 2-3 movies that she's done have been over there. And so now she's back in Hallmark Channel to hopefully be able to take better use of her comedic chops a little bit, just make it a little lighter than we've seen. And so, I'm just gonna continue proposing because I'm gonna give a diamond ring to this one as well.
Yay.
And like Anne said,
The beginning, they really
it's just
stacked it.
I know
they had a lot of time to work on these movies, so by the time they got them, they were polished. But it also sets it up for ripe for disappointment. So don't let me down.
I know.
Don't let me down, Hallmark Channel. Okay, so November 8th, we have another one I'm really excited for. We have Christmas with the Darlings. And this is stars Katrina Law, Carlo Marx. Katrina Law, of course, was in Snow Brides. We all love that. And Carlo Marx in Moonlight in Vermont and Chesapeake Shores, probably the best thing in Chesapeake Shores. And then Steve Bassick, who was in Garage Sale Mysteries and Joyous Christmas. He's a delight. And he's probably a villain, is my guess. Which I love, him being a villain. And this is director Catherine Siren, and that's Homecoming for the Holidays and A Christmas Duet. And it's writer Tracy Angerine. And this is so exciting because Tracy, who we love, she is sister-in-law to Katrina Law. So it's all in the family. It's very cool. And Tracy wrote Snow Brides starring Katrina Law. So that's exciting. And I'm hopeful, cross fingers, that maybe we'll be able to get both of them on an interview. I know we'll for sure be able to get Tracy, but we're still working the details. But I mean, that's exciting. But the summary is, it says, when an assistant gives her final notice, she's drawn into helping the charming younger brother of her wealthy boss as he looks after his orphaned nieces and nephew through Christmas. And I have to say, like, just on this summary alone, I would probably be a sock, because we've had so many of these I'm watching the niece and nephew, over Christmas. There was one on the come up on Lifetime, but Christmas Wonderland and Christmas Next Door, and there's a lot of these kind of the Grinch who's watching the niece and nephew over the holidays, and then so I mean, it definitely could be good, and I love this cast, and I love Tracy's writing. She does such a good job with adding the humor, adding the meta kind of moments, like with It's Christmas Eve, where they're talking about the meet cutes and all of that, and that was really funny. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it an orange, but a like quality orange. What do you think, Caroline?
Like I'm excited. The cast seems great. I'm gonna give it like an orange, but with diamond dust.
Yeah. It's like an orange from Harry and David.
Yeah.
It's really good. What do you think, Anne?
I don't know what it is that makes me not that excited about it. I couldn't even tell you what it is. I just know that, I don't know if it's comparison to the other ones, but I would say like Christmas socks, because I like Christmas socks. They're cute. They're not just like, gross, linty socks or anything, but Christmas socks. I do like Katarina, And I like Carlo too. I don't know, maybe it's a storyline that's just I'm not really feeling it. But I do think Tracy's a good writer. So I hope it goes up in my book. That's what I want. So
Yeah. So and it turns out, so I'm looking at Entertainment Weekly and it says it has a little more than Hallmark Channel had. It says that she's leaving her job because she earned her law degree. It says she used her recently earned law degree within his company, but offers to help his charming younger brother as he looks after his orphaned nieces and nephew over Christmas. So, yeah. Okay, next we are in week 4. So this is November 14th. We have Christmas in Vienna. So this was one of the only ones, if not the only one, that was completely finished before quarantine. They filmed it actually last December. So in Vienna. So I think this one will have a lushness to it that we're not going to see in some of these other ones, just as far as the, the crowds and there's stuff that you're going to see that you're not going to see. Directed by Felix Braish, and this stars Sarah Drew. Yay! We're so excited. Love Sarah Drew, Christmas pen pals, Twinkle All the Way, and Brendan Elliott. Yay! Who we love as well. Christmas at Grand Valley, Crosswords Mysteries, both super sweet and really wonderful and made lots of good movies. So I'm hopeful that they'll have good chemistry and that this will be a wonderful film. I'm really hyped for it. The summary is Jess, a concert violinist whose heart just isn't in it anymore, goes to Vienna for a performance. While there, she finds the inspiration she has been missing and a new love. So that is pretty exciting. And I really love the little previews we've gotten of this one so far. What do you think, Anne, about Christmas in Vienna?
I'm excited. Now, I know I said the thing about the music, but I can forgive that because it's Vienna and it's Sarah Drew. Brendan Elliott, he's not as high on my list as other people, as he seems to be on other people's list, but I like him. But I think Vienna is going to be amazing, and Sarah is great. I always like her in everything she does. So I would say a chocolate orange.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good thing for me.
Yeah. Good. All right. Caroline, what do you think?
I love the cast. I love Sarah Drew. I love Brendan Elliott too, but like you said, he's not as high on my list as other people. So I'm gonna give it an orange with diamond dust. Yes.
Okay. Very good. All right. I'm going full on diamond ring. I have been hyped for this for months. It's one of my most anticipated, just flat out movies, let alone Hallmark movies of this year. And I just really want it to be good. Please be good.
Yeah, I need it to be good too.
Me too.
We've been hearing about it so long. It's like, it needs to be good.
It'll break my heart. Don't break my heart, Sarah. I really want it to be good. All right. So then we have A Timeless Christmas. And this is based on the Hallmark Publishing novel by Alexis Stanton. And it is the first adaptation. Well, I guess no, second. It's the first Christmas adaptation because we had The Secret Ingredient, also starring Erin Cahill, and who was in Last Vermont Christmas, Love, Fall, and Order. Ryan Pavey in Unleash Mr. Darcy, Christmas at the Plaza. It has Nelson Wong in it, directed by Ron Oliver, who has done tons of stuff. Christmas at the Plaza, he does a Picture Perfect, Mysteries, Christmas Everlasting, Christmas Train. He's pretty amazing. And we just have a simple plot. It's Charles Whitley travels from 1903 to 2020, where he meets Megan Turner, a tour guide at his historic mansion, and experiences a 21st century Christmas. So this one seems pretty bonkers. And I have to say, I have not read this book. I should have, and I will. I'll try to get to it. But have either of you read this book?
No. I want to though.
I mean, time travel? What is happening? I wonder if he's come on the comet that brought Candace Cameron Bure forward in time. What do you think of this, Anne?
I'm really excited. I really like Ryan and I really like Aaron. And I like what Ron Oliver does too. And I think I love time travel stuff. Like when the person comes and they like don't know what anything is. I always think it's hilarious. I
Yeah.
think it's funny. So I hope they're gonna really play with that kind of humor. And Ryan Pavy's so charming. And if he's wearing some like older looking 3-piece suit with a time watch thing or something, I will be all about that. So it sounds great. I would say like a tiny diamond. I'm excited.
Caroline, what do you think?
Well, I love Ryan. I love Aaron. Like time travel, like I'm here for it. And so I'm gonna give it Diamond Ring. Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm going all Diamond Ring as well, because also I feel like it being an adaptation from the book, it sort of gives you more confidence, because it's like they've already had sort of one go around over the story. You know, it's already gone through editors and the writer and everything like that. And it just sounds bonkers and refreshing, and they're trying new things. So I appreciate that. And I think it could be funny. And I love Erin. She's delightful. So I'm going to also go Diamond Ring for me on this one. I hope that it is fun. So we'll see. All right. So then we have the first weekend of Thanksgiving. And we have a Nashville Christmas Carol. This is on the 21st of November. And that week is going to be, I might just like die, because it is going to be intense, which means the Lifetime and the Hallmark movies that week. Yeah. But it's going to be good. So this stars Jesse Schramm, Wes Brown, and it has Winona Judd, Sarah Evans, Kix Brooks, Kimberly Williams Paisley. And so I think that the Winona Judd and Sarah Evans and Kix Brooks, I think that they are the ghosts of the Christmas Carol. The ghosts of Christmas, of country Christmas past, which sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a fan. I'm excited. It's Vivian Wake, a workaholic television producer in charge of a country music Christmas special showcasing newcomer Alexis, never lets personal feelings get in the way of business. On the verge of accepting a job in LA, and with the return of Gavin Chase, her childhood sweetheart and manager, to the special's headliner Belinda, she receives a visit from the ghost of her recently deceased mentor, Maryland. Her mentor warns her current path leads to dark future, and has recruited both the spirit of Christmas past, that's Kix Brooks, and the spirit of Christmas present, Williams Paisley. Okay, so Kimberly Williams Paisley is the other ghost, and Sarah Evans is her the headliner. Anyway, to help her get back on track, the spirit's time-jumping adventures force Vivian to take hold of her life. So if anybody's been following this podcast for any amount of time, you know that I love Christmas Carol. It's almost hard to do wrong in my book. I love the story. I love the message of redemption. There's no lost causes. And there are a few terrible versions, but for the most part, I just really like the story so much. And I actually, in 2015, before I started the podcast, I reviewed on my blog, I had a whole Scrooge month, and I reviewed over 35 different versions of Christmas Carol. So I know Christmas Carol, and I think this sounds so fun. I am really excited. I love Jesse. I love the whole idea of the ghosts of country music past. It's hilarious. Winona Judd is going to be great. I think especially she's going to be really funny because she can be pretty snarky. And so I think that'll be really fun. And hopefully we'll get some good music. I mean, I try to not hold the fact that Kix Brooks was in Home by Spring, which took me to a dark place and I hated. Try not to hold that against him because that wasn't his fault. Other than that, there's really no other concerns. We don't know the writer-directors for it, but I definitely diamond ring on this one for me because I love the cast. I love Wes Brown. He's great. So I think it's going to be really fun. What do you think, Caroline?
I'm so excited for this movie. Like as soon as I heard about it, I'm like, I am so ready. Like the cast, like Nashville, like it was filmed in Charlotte near where I'm from. It's
Yeah.
just like so like I'm really excited. Like full on like Tiffany diamond ring. Like
Yeah.
I love Kimberly Williams Paisley too, so I'm just really excited. Like it better not let me down.
I did see this whole thing where the people in Charlotte on the news were like, "Why are they filming this here? It's Nashville Christmas Carol." Like, oh, you don't know Hallmark. They never film where it's supposed to be.
And then they have snow, which is like really funny to me because like we don't get snow at Christmas, and so it's just funny.
Neither is Nashville, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of this, Anne, being near your place you know very well, Nashville?
I'm really excited. I love Jesse, Wes. I think they're going to have great chemistry. Wes has great chemistry with people. He's so funny. His movie last year, I just loved it so much. He's just so great.
Yeah.
He did film, I think, like 3 days in Nashville to get, I guess, probably like Grand Ole Opry or whatever they were trying to do. So that's nice to be able to see that. And I think it's going to be fun. I think they're probably going to have fun with the Christmas Carol. So I would say orange with diamond dust. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. All right. So we have Christmas House on the 22nd. And this stars Robert Buckley, who's in Love and Store this year. He was on Christmas Contract for Lifetime. He's so handsome, in my opinion. And then they have, I guess, Brad Harder, and it's his actual baby is in the movie, I guess, is what Jax was telling me.
Yeah.
And then Anna Ayora, Jonathan Bennett, who, of course, Christmas Made to Order, and Sharon Lawrence, Treat Williams, who's been in a million things, Rocky Mountain Christmas and Chesapeake Shores. And so this is November 22nd, and the summary. Okay, so the summary for this one is working through some difficult decisions. Wade, family matriarch Phyllis, and patriarch Bill have summoned their two grown sons, TV star Mike Wade and Brandon Wade, home for the holidays. It is their hope that bringing the family together to recreate the Christmas house will help them find resolution and make a memorable holiday for the entire family and community. As Brandon and his husband Jake make the trip home, they are anxiously awaiting a call about the adoption of their first child. Meanwhile, Mike reconnects with Andy, his high school sweetheart. So, Caroline, what do you think about this one?
I'm so ready for this movie. Like first, like the adoption like aspect, and like Jonathan Bennett is playing like a gay character. I'm excited about that, and like I'm just diamond ring about this one too. And I'm excited for Treat Williams too. I love Treat.
If there's anybody that you want to get as the patriarch of the family, Treat Williams is who you want. I thought he was great in Rocky Mountain Christmas. One of my favorite scenes of recent Hallmark memory is when he's telling Chris Palloa about his ticket in his that he's got in his wallet when he decided what he wanted out of life. I love that scene. But anyway, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it could be really sweet. I think it'll be neat to see, Jonathan Bennett. I think it's cool that they gave him the opportunity to have this role, given that he is an out actor. For him to be one of the first LGBTQ roles on Hallmark Christmas. I think that's cool that they gave him that chance, and I'm looking forward to it. And I love Robert Buckley, and so yeah, I think it could be really, really sweet, nice family story. What do you think, Angie? Are you looking forward to it?
I am looking forward to it. We have diversity, we have adoption storyline, multiple stories going on with Robert Buckley and Jonathan. I love Robert Buckley. I think he's amazing. He's so handsome. I could watch him do anything really. And I kind of like it's like an ensemble feel that it seems to have too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say orange. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I also am going to give this one an orange. I think I'm really looking forward to it. So it's going to be A Christmas Tree Grows in Colorado. And this one was originally A Christmas Tree Grows in Brooklyn. And there's the classic novel, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. But I don't know how much the book is going to have anything to do with this movie at all. And so they changed it to Christmas Tree Grows in Colorado. The book is about this girl who grows up in this kind of tough family environment in Brooklyn, and how she kind of fights through it and gets out of it and learns to read, all of that. I don't think we're going to get much of that in this movie, is my guess. In this stars Rochelle Ites. Sorry, I don't know how to say her name. And then Mark Taylor, who it was in Memories of Christmas and has been on our podcast before. And so this is directed by Jason Baroque, who did the amazing winter snow movie, the Maze movie, and Chronicle Mysteries. Even worse. Which are not our favorites. My favorites, at least.
I'm not a fan of that one.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, the Maze movie. And then Samantha Herman, who we've had on our show, is the writer, and she's pretty good. She did the Sense and Sensibility and Snowman movie last year, and Love Under the Olive Tree, and the second Angel Falls movie. So they're decent, good stories. So the plot is just Aaron is planning the town's Christmas celebration and must win over firefighter Kevin in order to obtain the beautiful spruce tree from his property for the celebration. So it sounds a little sort of Miss Christmassy about it, which
that's what I was thinking.
Is the best. But I'm glad they got rid of that title, because that would be confusing. It just can be its own thing. But I don't know. What do you think, Anne?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad we have two Black leads. That's awesome. I like Rochelle. She was on Mistresses. She's beautiful, and she's just really good. And I did hear, or when I read it, I thought about Miss Christmas, which I really love. And I like we got firefighter. That's always good. We always want to see firefighters. The storyline, it could be done right, because we've seen it done right, or it could be really kind of boring. It just depends. So it's an orange, but I don't know if it's a ripe orange yet.
Yeah.
So the possibility of biting into it and being bitter is there.
What do you think, Caroline?
I'm excited about the firefighter aspect of it, but it's just not speaking to me yet. So I'm gonna give it Christmas socks. I love Christmas socks. So they're comfy and stuff, but still not orange.
Yeah, I'm also going to give this a sock. I think this has potential to surprise and be a gem, but I didn't love Mark Taylor's previous film. It was pretty bland, but so he hasn't sold me yet on his Christmas movie making skills, but hopefully this will be the one to sell me on it. So next, on the 25th, we have A Bright and Merry Christmas. This stars Allison Sweeney, who's in Christmas at Holly Lodge, Time for You to Come Home for Christmas, I think. Mark Lucas, Holiday for Heroes, Miss Christmas. Of course, they've already been together on the Blueberry Farm movie. And so this is two squabbling TV hosts are sent to a festive small town over Christmas. While pretending to get along for the sake of appearance, they discover that there's more to each other than they thought. So, Caroline, what do you think about this one?
I'm excited. I'm gonna give it Christmas socks. I just don't know about the story, but I'm excited. I love Allison Sweeney and Mark Lucas together in the Blueberry Farm movie. So, but I just don't know about the story.
And what do you think?
I think it could be cute. I think they have good chemistry, and this will be a lighter kind of movie. So it could be fun. They stop rolling and then they start immediately bickering, and then they're on there and they have to be nice to each other. If it's done right, it could be cute. So I would say orange socks.
Yes. I'm actually pretty high on this because I think that they do have really good chemistry, the two of them. And I think they'll both be funny as these sort of cranky, squabbling TV hosts. Like I could see that being sort of an opposites attract, enemies to lovers kind of trope. And so I'm pretty hopeful. And Mark Lucas is so swoon worthy in these movies. He's got it down to a just he knows how to do it. I mean, I think about that terrible barbecue movie he was in, but he was so swoon worthy that I ended up liking it, even though the plot was awful. So I'm pretty hopeful. I'm gonna give this like a small, like a promise ring, like a small, because I think it could be really good. I'm excited. I hope it'll be funny.
Allison's radio movie.
Yes, I like that.
I was gonna say, like that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is good. Okay, then we have Christmas by Starlight, and this is Paul Campbell, who was in Winter Wonderland, and Kimberly Susted, 9 Lives of Christmas, and it was written by them, so it's so exciting. And it's when her family's beloved eatery, the Starlight Cafe, is slated for demolition. Annie vows to put a stop to it before Christmas. If I were to just read this plot, I'd be like, Cole, because I am not interested in Save the Blank movies that much. But I have to give it higher than that because of Paul and Kimberly and them writing it and them being so great together. So I don't know. What do you think, Caroline?
Yeah, like based on just the story, like the summary, I'd be like, sock. But just because it's Paul and Kimberly, I gotta give it the diamond ring because they're just so great together. And I think because Paul had his like on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries last year, and Kimberly was in the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries like last year, and I think like they fit better on Hallmark Channel, like the the light and fluffy ones. So like I'm just really excited for them to be back on Hallmark Channel.
Well, and when they first started writing it, they were telling us about it last year when they were on our podcast. So I feel like I've seen sort of the whole journey of this because then we interviewed you and me, Caroline interviewed Paul in May and we got some more updates. And then, so it's been really fun to see it kind of go from the very ideas to fruition. So what do you think, Anne?
I would say orange socks. Like I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not sure. But I am glad that they wrote it. I think that's awesome. And I think they have good chemistry and they do well together. So
yeah, that's what I'd probably give it an orange sock or something somewhere in between there. But I'm really hoping it'll be fun. We have our 4th week of Thanksgiving, 4th episode, I should say. We have on the 27th, 5-Star Christmas. This stars Bethany Joy Lentz. And she, of course, is Snowed in Christmas, is to me at least her ultimate victory. Amazing. Royal Matchmaker. And then Victor Webster, Matchmaker Mystery, Summer Villa, Harvest Wedding. I feel like I'm going to look it up. I feel like there's a big gap there too in age.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, it is. I forgot I looked it up.
It's 8 years. 8 years. He's 8 years older than her. It feels like a little bit more than that to me, but I'm not. I hope the chemistry will be great. That's a little bit of concern. But Kristen Wolf, she's a really fun director. She's done many. Dash of Love is probably my favorite of hers she ever did. She did a bunch with Jen Lilly. But when a travel writer shows up unexpectedly at their dad's B&B, the Ralston family all pretend to be guests in hopes of a good review. Lisa falls for guest Josh, but can't share her secret. So I don't know, I feel like this could be kind of fun. The secret, and I mean, the liar reveal could be super groan-inducing, but this whole idea of them all pretending to be guests could be fun. What do you think, Anne?
Yeah, I think it sounds good. I think it sounds like it could be cute. I'm a little bit worried about the age difference, but I love Bethany and I really like Victor. I really hope that his hair is black. Please, it's already being filmed, so I can't change anything. I really hope they make it black, and he needs just a little bit of help so he could be up there with Bethany Joyless. Help that age gap.
Yeah.
I really look forward to it. I think it could be really cute. I just love Bethany. So I would say orange with diamond dust. I'm really hopeful.
What do you think, Caroline?
Like the story sounds like entertaining. I just don't know about their chemistry. So I'm gonna give it like a little cutie orange. Like it's like not like quite like the big orange, but you know, it's up there still.
I'm with you, cutie orange for this one, because I was thinking, am I going to give it a sock? But like I do like that summary. I think it sounds funny.
Yeah, I think it will work. Like if they do it right, it will be really good. But it can be like really not good.
Yeah.
You know?
So then we have on the 28th, we have the Christmas Waltz. And this is Will Kemp, who is in Love, Romance, and Chocolate, and Royal Matchmaker. He's really great. Love him. And Lacey Chabert, who's been in a million things. And this is after Avery's storybook Christmas wedding is canceled, a dance instructor helps her face her fears in life and fulfill her dream of learning to dance. And this is kind of fun because Will Kemp is a trained dancer. He was a ballet dancer. If you listen to our interview, you can find out more about that. But so if there's anybody to be a
yeah, and he's so charming. Yeah,
so charming, and I feel like they already had good chemistry once before.
Yeah.
So in Love, Romance, and Chocolate, which I really enjoyed, and so I'm feeling actually pretty positive about this. I think I've given socks to most of Lacey's Christmas movies lately. But I think this one actually will be good. She's in 2 movies this year because of the COVID. She quarantined once and got 2 movies done, and so I'm actually feeling pretty good about this. I'm going to give it a solid orange. What do you think, Anne?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like you said, I think that Love, Romance, and Chocolate was definitely one of Lacey's better recent movies because some of the recent ones are not very good.
Agreed.
Really good chemistry. So I look forward to it. I think Will be in his element because, like you said, with the dancing. So I'm excited. I think it'll be really charming and sweet. So I'm saying chocolate orange.
What about you, Caroline?
I'm gonna give it just a solid like orange with diamond dust.
Okay, good. So next we have If I Only Had Christmas, and this is on the 29th, and this stars Candace Cameron Bure, who's of course been in everything, and Warren Christie, it's wonderful, most wonderful time of the year. And this is at Christmas, a cheerful publicist teams up with a cynical business owner and his team to help a charity in need. So that's a pretty basic plot. But I guess this movie has something to do with Wizard of Oz or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what. But yeah, this is directed by David Weaver, who did Christmas Town last year, which I really loved. Bottled with Love, which was good. And Chronicle Mysteries, which not as good. The writer, Jim Head, he's done good stuff. Let It Snow. He's done 3 Aurora movies. So he's worked with Candace a lot. What do you think, Caroline?
Like, if I didn't know about the Wizard of Oz like aspect of it, I probably wouldn't be as excited about it. But just like knowing that it does have that, like I'm excited, but not diamond ring excited. So maybe like cutie orange. Like
yeah. What do you think, Anne?
Yeah, I would say the same. It sounds real basic because they didn't include anything towards Wizard of Oz in this description. But knowing that it will have some kind of whimsy of that, I would say orange. I love Candace, and I liked Warren in his movie too. So hoping it's really good.
Yes, I like both of them a lot, and I am intrigued by the Wizard of Oz aspect to it because I love Wizard of Oz. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, and so yeah, I mean, I'll agree with you guys. I'll go a cuties orange. So now we're moving into December, And we have Christmas in Evergreen. Bells are ringing. This is on the 5th, and this is our 4th entry in the series of Christmas Evergreen films. This is the first time they haven't brought in somebody new into the world of Evergreen, but it has Holly Robinson Pete, Ricky Bernard, Antonio Cajon, Barbara Niven, all of those people back. And the plot is, as Michelle's wedding approaches, Hannah steps up to help finish the launch of the new Evergreen Museum while questioning her relationship with Elliot, which I think that relationship was the best part of the last movie. Yeah. So I hope they don't go too cringy and, making her break up with him and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. What do you think, Anne?
I would say orange socks. I don't know. We're at the 4th one. It's kind of tired, but I'm excited that we're not bringing new people and we can let these black leads actually have the spotlight totally, even though I don't know if it's like co-leads or what it is with Holly and Rukia.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be good, but we're at the 4th one. We're getting a little bit tired now. So yeah.
And I don't know for sure, but I think that Zach Hugg is writing it, but I don't know for sure. I couldn't verify it. And he's good. And I thought the last one was fun enough. I enjoyed it. It was bonkers, but I liked the side relationships better than the main relationship last time with Paul Green and Maggie Lawson. That didn't really work that well for me, so yeah, I agree with you. I hope they do kind of focus on Rukia and Antonio. What do you think, Caroline?
Well, yeah, like Anne said, I love the Evergreen, but the 4th one, I'm it's getting kind of played out, and so I'm gonna give it just regular old fuzzy socks. I love fuzzy socks, but they're not Christmas socks, but they're still not regular white socks. So
yeah,
I'm excited for Rukia, and she can have even if it's a co-lead, her own story, main story. I'm excited for her. If they do that right, it might go higher. I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a sock, but I hope it'll be good. Okay, then we have Christmas She Wrote, and it stars Danica McKellar, of course, Crime for Christmas, Christmas Hollywood, amazing. Dylan Neal, who did Truly Madly Sweetly, Looks Like Christmas, Cedar Cove. And this will be on December 6th. And this is interesting. The writer is Andrea Canning, who you'll see on Dateline. She does features on Dateline, but randomly is writing, which is funny. She's also writing the USS Christmas movie on over at Hallmark Movies Mystery. So there you go, random Andrea there. And director Terry Ingram, who's done a million Hallmark movies, including Winter in Vale, Mistletoe Secret, Just Add Romance. And when Kaylee, a romance writer, has her column canceled right before Christmas, she heads home to reconnect with her family. Kaylee gets an unexpected visit from the man who canceled her column, who fights not only to bring her back to publish, but also for her heart. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think about this one, Caroline?
I'm really sad that it's not a play on Murder, She Wrote.
Yes.
I was like, oh, this is exciting, and then I'm like, it's not about that, and so that kind of bumped it down a little bit on my But I love Danica and her Christmas movie. I just don't know about them together, Dylan and Danica. So I might just. It's not cool, but it's not just a plain colored sock.
A colored sock. Okay. Anne, what do you think?
Caroline and I are on the same wavelength. When I saw Danica McKellar and Dylan Neal, I was like, ooh, this pairing I'm really unsure about. And the description is okay. So I would just say socks.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I'm not convinced of their chemistry, and the story, I don't know. I mean, there's so many people trying to getting it as a freelance writer myself, trying to get into journalism. Is he really going to have to fight for her to come back? I mean, come on. So I'm not convinced. So yeah, I agree. This one's got a sock for me. So then we have December 12th. We have Cross Country Christmas. Rachel Lee Cook, who's in Love Guaranteed, Blue Ridge Christmas, Grayston Holt, who's in Very Country Christmas, and Chesapeake Shores. And it's directed by Katherine Hyan, we'd already talked about with Homecoming for the Holidays, Christmas Duet. The writer is Kristen Hansen, who, if you've been following this podcast, I'm sure she's a lovely human, but her writing is not for me, not my favorite. She did Return to Christmas Creek, which I did not like. Christmas on My Mind last year, which I did not like. She did Chesapeake Shores, which I do not like. So the summary, though, is former classmates Lena and Max are traveling home for the holidays until a storm hits, and they have to work together to make it home in time, no matter the mode of transportation. And this could be funny. I think that if you look at Love Guaranteed, Rachel Lee Cook can be funny, and she can bring the humor. But I'm giving this one a coal because I just do not like Kristen's writing, and the Christmas on My Mind should have been really funny with her having amnesia and everything, but it wasn't. And so I don't know. This is my first coal. It's pretty good to be December 12th to be the first coal. But Anne, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't know the writer, I might put it a little bit better, but even the pairing, I was like, I don't know how their chemistry is going to be. So I would say sock with coal dust on it. Like I could not watch it and not even worry about it or care. So
yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Be true to your coal. Be strong. Caroline, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it a coal as well. Like the writer, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of like Grayson either. Also, like I like him as like inside characters, but not like in a lead role. Mm-hmm. But I love Rachel Lee Cook, so that's hard.
Yeah,
I got to stick with my coal. So
he still was the better fit for Abby in Chesapeake Shores. Can we all agree?
Yes.
Okay, so then on the 13th, we have Christmas Comes Twice. This is Tamara Mowry Housley, who was in Christmas Miracle last year, which was not great. And then Michael Xavier, who was in Radio Christmas on Lifetime Channel. So this is, by the looks of it, Emily has it all. She's a well-respected newscaster and loved by many, but in her eyes, she lost the thing that matters most, her first true love. A ride on the carousel, the town's Christmas carnival, brings her back in time, giving her a second chance at the love and life she deserves. So I actually think this sounds fun. I mean, we don't know. I wish I knew the writer. If I knew the writer, and it was somebody I really like, then that would make me very hyped. But I like the idea of her getting a second chance and going back in time and kind of a like 13 going on 30 kind of thing sort of going on a little bit. It sounds fun. I mean, they don't do that much whimsy on Hallmark Channel, and this sounds like a little bit more whimsy. I don't know this Michael Xavier really very at all, but I'm going to give this one an orange. What about you, Anne?
Yeah, I do know Michael. He was on the sci-fi show I watched, and I like him. He's handsome. I hope him and Tamara have good chemistry. And like you said, like they don't do a lot of whimsy. So, I mean, this is like only the third one, I think, that has whimsy. So,
yeah.
So I'm excited. I think it could be really cute going back and like knowing what she wants and what she missed out on and really trying to, connect with him and that kind of thing. It could be real sweet. So I would say orange. I'm hopeful.
What do you think, Caroline?
Yeah, I'm excited about the whimsy aspect of it too. I love 13 going on 30, and so like that kind of thing going on. I'm gonna give it an orange with diamond dust on it.
Yeah.
But I love tomorrow's, so I'm excited. Yeah.
All right, this is it. We're almost done. We have a Christmas Carousel. This is on the 19th. And it's Rachel. It stars Rachel Boston, who was in I Sculpture Christmas, Check Into Christmas, Rose for Christmas, and Neil Bledsoe, Coming Home for Christmas. And it's when Lila is hired by the royal family of Marcadia to repair a carousel. She must work with the prince to complete it by Christmas. So it's a Christmas carousel. And it's our second royal movie this year, this Christmas. And so what do you think, Caroline?
I'm excited for this. I love Rachel. Neil's movie with Danica was like one of my favorites, Coming Home for Christmas. And like he seems like he could fit that royal role. Like he has that like demeanor and stuff. So like I'm excited about this. I'm gonna give it like a princess diamond ring.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Anne?
Unfortunately, I do not agree.
Oh no.
All right.
I love Rachel. I think she's great. I did like him in Coming Home for Christmas. I don't know about this storyline. I am not really feeling it. I mean, maybe I hope it'll be better than, of course, I'm thinking. But I would say like cute Christmas socks. I don't know. They have to help me on this storyline.
The courage of your convictions. If you want to give it if you want to give a call, give a call. Yeah. So this one, it does seem pretty basic, but I like the princess kind of royal aspect to it. Could be fun. I'm going to give this a sock, but hopefully I'll end up enjoying it. All right, last one, almost done. So we have Love Lights, Hanukkah. And this one was kind of a surprise. I didn't hear any talk about this. And then when they announced it, I was like, oh, and they have Mia Kirshner and Ben Savage on, which is so exciting because I love Boy Meets World so much. So Ben Savage, welcome to the family. This is so happy. Mary Lou Henner, who I feel like is because she was in that the Hitch for the Holidays.
Yes.
So she's just like the stand-in Jewish mother in Hallmark. That's not like her job. But she's great. And she said the summary is, as Christina prepares her restaurant for its busiest time of the year, she gets back a DNA test revealing that she's Jewish. The discovery leads her to a new family and an unlikely romance over 8 nights. So that's an interesting plot. What do you think, Anne?
I have to say, I'm a little bit too young to be like obsessed with Boy Meets World. So I can't because I'm obsessed with teen shows, but I can't really be that excited because I just only seen a few episodes of it. Mm-hmm. So probably not as much as most people, but I'm glad they're doing another Hanukkah movie. That's kind of the only great thing I could say about it. I'm not really that excited about it. I'm not really the kind of person that believes a DNA test can determine your religion. So that's kind of bonkers to me. So I would say just plain socks.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, I mean, the religion and your, like with Judaism, your religion and ethnicity are kind of connected. So that's kind of the way I took it, is that, that more that she was converting to as a religion, more of her cultural.
Kind of investigating the culture.
Yeah, I think that's probably more of what it is, but who knows? We'll see how it works.
Right. That's
but it's a valid point. Caroline, what do you think?
So like, I watch Boy Meets World, not like as it aired on the show, but like, reruns and all that stuff. And I love Boy Meets World. So I'm excited about Ben joining the Hallmark family. I just don't know about the whole like DNA like test like thing, but like I'm excited about it because Hanukkah, I love that. So I'm gonna give it Christmas socks.
Yeah, so I mean, I love Boy Meets World. I'm an old fogey on this podcast, and so it was like literally I kind of grew up with Boy Meets World. Like when they were in high school, I was in high school. When they went to college, I was in college. So I have a huge nostalgia for Boy Meets World. I love Ben Savage, so that was very exciting for me. And so yeah, this plot is weird. I admit it. It's kind of a weird plot, but I'm still pretty excited. I'm going to give it an orange, and hopefully I feel like it's going to be more Hanukkah than maybe either of the two we got last year, which were like Hanukkah adjacent.
Yeah.
Aside from her just preparing for the Christmas season, it sounds like it's pretty, I mean, there's no mention of Christmas at all.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's so that will hopefully be cool. So there you go. We did it. I only gave one coal the whole time.
I know.
That's good. That's
the
good.
queen of kindness this year.
It is 2020 after all.
Yeah, I'm just lucky to. I'm grateful to have any.
Yeah, me
Hallmark
too.
Movies.
Yeah.
So there we go. Well, let us know what you think. Do you agree with us in our rankings? Do you think we're too nice to all these movies? We probably were, but it's going to be fun. I'm really excited. We have some great guests planned to cover every single one of these. We have some really just fun bonuses planned. I'm so excited for this season. Interviews that we're working on, all that stuff. It's just going to be a great time to be listening to the Hallmarkies podcast. You're going to love it. And so, Carolyn, where can people find you?
You can find me at Twitter at MetaCarolineR.
Great. And Anne, where can they find you?
You can find me at awscott21. And I did just want to say that if you're listening to this, we are going to be putting out a special Instagram graphic in our Instagram story. And we want you to let us know your top 3 most anticipated. So it'll have a 1, 2, 3 where you can put that in and then just tag Hallmarkies podcast. And we will re-share those in our story so we can see everyone's top 3 favorites that they're looking forward to.
Yes. And also consider becoming a patron of the channel. We have a special watch along happening. We actually have them planned for the whole rest of this year. Every month we do a watch along. And this month on the 24th, we are going to be watching Christmas Pen Pals with writer Carly Smale, who is delightful and really fun. And so you get all the behind the scenes details on the making and the writing of Christmas Pen Pals, which is one of the best of recent years. So make sure to check out all the information about the patron group in the description setting. So then we also have our merch store, which has tons of festive designs, really cute stuff. So please check it out as well. It can help support the podcast. So thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you're following the podcast at Hallmarkies Pod, Hallmarkies Podcast, all of our social media, iTunes, and YouTube. If you are listening on iTunes, please leave your ratings and reviews. That helps us so much. And if you are watching on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We sure appreciate that. You can follow me at Rachel's Reviews, all of our social media, iTunes, YouTube, and on Rotten Tomatoes. So please check that out. And thank you so much to everybody. And we'll, Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you all later. Bye.